When Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker passed Act 10, ending collective bargaining rights for many public workers a few years ago, police and fire were exempt. But after comments Walker made in a speech earlier this week, some worry that could soon change. News 8's Carrie Vick joins us with more on how local officials say that would impact our area.
Well, when Act 10 passed, Walker said he left police and fire out of it because he was worried it would put public safety at risk should workers go on strike. Now that he seems open to the idea, local officials and unions in La Crosse are speaking out against it, saying the collective bargaining relationship between the city and the departments is healthy and effective.
In the future, there's a possibility at least that could be included in discussions, mainly because I think a lot of the people that predicted more negative outcomes in terms of what it meant for public employees in other areas, that just didn't materialize, and it's been good for the public employees at both the state and the local level.
It's comments like these that have some nervous that Governor Scott Walker has plans to take away the collective bargaining rights of police and fire departments in the state. But Walker says he doesn't actually have any plans in place.
I made an observation per a question that was asked. There isn't a specific proposal I'm pushing.
It's an answer City Councilman Doug Happel doesn't buy.
I'm responding to your questions. I have control over what I say. He has control over what he says.
Happel is on the city's Police and Fire Commission and says there's nothing wrong with the current system.
We have just recently settled a fire contract. In fact, the fire department ratified just a short time ago, and the city council hopefully will ratify next week. And by the way, those contracts are very good. They're reasonable. They're providing an appropriate compensation.
Cal Dumais with the local firefighters union says police and fire already pay into their pensions and can't negotiate their health insurance, take away collective bargaining rights, and it makes it even harder to bring experienced firefighters to the department.
We're a little bit worried about recruitment and retention. We have some of the worst health insurance in the state, and we're the lowest paid out of our comparables.
And because both departments are already paying in, Jim Palmer, director of the Wisconsin Professional Police Association, says the state has no financial incentive to take away collective bargaining.
Kind of an unfortunate exercise in logic to say that because all employees can't have the same bargaining rights, that no one should. And I again, don't think that's a message that's going to resonate with people throughout the state.
And while Palmer says the state doesn't have much to gain, Happel says cities would have a lot to lose.
As you take away people's ability to, in good faith, collectively bargain, you run the risk that it is no longer quite as attractive a profession.
The City of La Crosse's Human Resources Director says in the past 15 years, the city has never had to go to arbitration with the police and fire unions.
All right, thank you, Carrie. The governor points out there is no current legislation proposed that would take away collective bargaining rights of those police and fire unions in the state.